What if the quiet janitor mopping your office floor was once the deadliest shadow operative alive? Keep watching, because tonight changes everything. The rain hammered against the glass corridors of Adelaide Corporation Tower, long after midnight. Archie Lambert pushed his janitor's cart down the empty hallway, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. His 7-year-old daughter, Adelaide, sat on a bench near the elevator, swinging her legs and clutching her worn stuffed rabbit. Then 3 men stepped out from the stairwell shadows. They moved with purpose, straight toward the little girl. Adelaide's eyes went wide. "Daddy, please stop them!" Her scream shattered the silence. Archie turned. Instinct took over. 6 seconds. That's all it took. A pivot, an elbow strike to the first man's throat. A precise punch that dropped the second. A sweeping kick that left the third unconscious on the polished floor. But here's the question that will keep you up at night. Why did trained killers come for a janitor's daughter? And why did a government motorcade show up the next morning? Archie Lambert had learned to make himself invisible. At 36, he stood 6 feet 2 inches with broad shoulders built from years of real discipline, not gym mirrors. His dark brown hair was cut military short, though nobody at the company knew why. His hands, rough from mops and trash bags, carried faint scars from a life he never talked about. He had been part of something once, a counter-terror unit so secret it had no name. Missions where politicians' kids were pulled from basements in war zones, where hostages vanished from compounds that never existed on maps. Archie was too good at it. Then Helen happened. Helen with her bright laugh, who believed Archie could be more than a weapon. They married quietly. She got pregnant. Archie promised he'd leave after one last mission. But Helen never heard that promise kept. Complications during birth took her away. All Archie heard was one truth: his wife was gone, and he held a newborn who needed him more than any mission ever did. So he disappeared. Became a janitor. Terrible pay, long hours, but it let him stay close to his daughter. Alexandra Rhodes ran Adelaide Corporation like a general, with perfect blonde hair, red dresses that commanded respect, and walls higher than her tower. At 33, she was younger than most who tried to destroy her. Power was her armor. But power couldn't erase what happened when she was 14. Kidnapped. 4 days in darkness. Then strong arms lifted her, a calm voice said, "You're safe now," and carried her miles through forest. She never saw his face. He was gone before anyone arrived. She built her empire so no one could ever make her feel helpless again. Until the night 3 men came for a little girl on the 42nd floor. They weren't random thugs. Their stance, their movement, their gear, professionals. Someone sent them. And they picked the wrong little girl. Archie didn't think. His body remembered. He closed the distance in 3 strides. First man down gasping. Second folded like paper. Third hit the marble with a crack that echoed. 6 seconds. 3 men finished. Adelaide ran to him, shaking. "It's okay, sweetheart. Daddy's here." But it wasn't okay. These men weren't after his daughter. They were after the CEO. And Adelaide was just leverage. The next morning, black SUVs blocked their crumbling street. Men in tactical gear. And stepping out of an armored car, Alexandra Rhodes herself, in her signature red dress. She walked straight to his door. "We need to talk. Now." Archie let her in. Adelaide peeked from behind him, clutching her rabbit. "Daddy, who's the fancy lady?" Alexandra knelt down. "I'm Alexandra. Your daddy did something very brave last night." "He's always brave," Adelaide said simply. Then the truth started unraveling. They weren't after Adelaide. They were after Alexandra. But when she couldn't be found, they went for the next best thing, someone she cared about. Except she didn't care about anyone. Until now. And the man who just saved her life twice? He was the same ghost who carried a terrified 14-year-old girl through a forest 20 years ago. The man she'd spent 2 decades searching for had been mopping her floors. Now the real enemy had a name: Dermot Risbin. The fixer who lost everything the night Archie rescued her. 20 years of planning revenge. And now he knew exactly where to hit them both. He was coming. For the woman. For the child. For the ghost who ruined him. But this time? Archie wasn't running. This time, he was waiting. And when 8 trained killers breached the tower at night, silenced the alarms, and came for blood, they learned what happens when you corner a father protecting his daughter. One by one they fell. Until only Dermot stood between Archie and the people he loved. "You should have stayed hidden," Dermot sneered. "I tried," Archie said, stepping forward, bleeding but unbroken. "A child made me strong." The final fight was brutal. But desperation always beats training. When the police arrived, Dermot was in cuffs. When the government offered Archie his old life back, he looked at his sleeping daughter and said, "My daughter needs a father. Not a weapon." But Alexandra had a different offer. Head of security. Real pay. A safe home. A future. And maybe, just maybe, something more. 3 months later, a little girl swung between 2 hands in a sunlit park. "Daddy, are we safe now?" Archie squeezed her hand. "We're safe. I promise." "Good. Because I like Alexandra. I like our new home." She paused, looked up at the sky. "Do you think Mommy would like it too?" Archie's throat tightened. Alexandra's eyes filled with tears. "Yeah, baby. I think she'd love it." Adelaide skipped ahead to the ice cream cart. Behind her, 2 people who survived darkness held hands. Not in love yet. But in hope. Sometimes the strongest heroes aren't caped. They're the ones pushing mops at midnight. The ones who chose love over legend. The ones who came back from the shadows. To protect the light. If this story moved you, drop a like, subscribe, and hit the bell, because real heroes don't wear capes. They carry stuffed rabbits and second chances.